Well, September's inflation rate, CPI, came in cooler than expected, just 3% year over year. This is better than economists predicted. They predicted 3.1%. Strip out gas and food, the core CPI barely moved, also softer than expected. With inflation easing, this sets up the Fed to really cut rates again in the near future. Patrick Mueller, RFC and president of Bella Advisors, joins us now. Patrick, good to have you back. So let's start with the headline. Inflation at 3%. That's cooler than the experts expected. What's driving that slowdown?
I think a lot of what is driving that slowdown is we're starting to see things that are just starting to ease right now in the markets in a lot of different areas. One thing that we got to pay attention to, even though things have been slowing down, is gas prices that are going to be going up. We've got fuel costs that are driving things up. That's up, 4 or 5% right now. So longer term, I don't think we're done with inflation right now. I think we can anticipate some rising costs because fuel costs going up, the transportation of all the goods and services moving forward for everything to be shipped for Christmas and all that. So we're gonna start seeing that rise up, unfortunately. And I think we've got some tariff inflation that we're gonna start seeing here in the near future.
Yeah, so with inflation slowing, the markets are cheering. They look good today, but Americans aren't feeling it because the consumer sentiment just hit a 5-month low. So people are still worried about prices, worried about the economy. Still, some say the economy is doing great. It's fabulous. Look at the stock market. Is that really the full story, or is it a bit myopic picture?
Well, earnings are really good, Alicia, with a lot of different companies, mainly in your tech companies. But we're seeing a lot of good earnings coming from companies. So from that aspect, things are good. From a consumer standpoint, one of the things that nobody's really talking about right now that I think is very telling is that people are starting to refinance their mortgages from 2 and 3% rates, which seems like a dream right now to get a mortgage at 2 or 3%, but people are starting to refinance their mortgages to be able to pay off of their debt. Credit cards are at an all-time high, paying off their debts to be able to survive, and they're refinancing into rates that are 7, 8+%, taking out home equity lines that are really high right now, and just to try to stay afloat. So I think that's very telling, and nobody's really talking about that. People are struggling to keep up with inflation and now refinancing out of these amazing rates and getting into stuff that is really going to be hurting them long term.
Oh, yeah, it just shows the desperation. So for the average American family just trying to stretch a paycheck, where are they actually feeling, where are they going to feel this inflation number that we just saw, if they're going to feel it at all?
I think you're going to feel it more at the grocery store, retail. You're going to, I feel that more than anywhere else. I can tell you that. It really seems like it was not that long ago that I was spending $100 and filling up the trunk of my car with groceries. Now, seriously, it's like 2 bags I'm walking out with, and I've spent $100 already. So I feel it more than there anywhere, and I think that's most people. They feel it at the gas pumps, they feel it at the grocery store, just your everyday goods and services, and hopefully the oil prices will start coming back down in the near future with us ramping up oil production here in the U.S. So we'll see how things go, but I think that's hurting people more than anywhere.
Right. And the Fed cutting rates, it looks like that's more probable than ever before the year's over. Patrick Mueller, RFC and president of Bella Advisors, thank you for your insight and time today, as always.
Thank you, Alicia.
Got it.